Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad and Friends Beer Reviews. We got Henry back again.
How you doing?
This seems to be like a weekly thing where you come over once a week and we do like 2 beer reviews.
Well, that's a good
thing. You
thing.
bring one and then I provide one. And like you get like the big ballsy European beers and I get the big ballsy American beers.
Well, I'm not biased. I like a lot of American beers. And this I just happen to be pulling stuff out of my cellar right now. So.
Yeah. This is Troegs Nugget Nectar. It's considered an Imperial Amber Ale, but it's only 7.5% alcohol by volume. That's not what I would consider Imperial. It's like extra. It says, Hophead's Nirvana, experience a heady trifecta of Nugget, Warrior, and Tomahawk hops. It says 93-ish IBUs. We invite you to come visit our tour, our brewery, yeah, whatever. That's all there. I like the cap on here. I'll try to preserve this using the quarter trick.
And the official Uptown beverage bottle opener. Cast.
How would you describe that color? It's exactly what it says, amber.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that I would describe it any other way but amber.
Not very effervescent.
It's a pretty amber.
Yeah.
It looks very nice in this wine glass here.
Yeah, super clear.
I like the way the underside of the head looks. It's cool.
Yeah. The I got a little bit bigger head because of the glass, but that's like a bright white.
Yeah, and
frothy.
It's a shiny white. I don't know how to explain it, but it's
yeah, gleaming.
You know, it's almost a wet head, and I don't know. It's probably meaningless to a lot of folks out there.
Like soapy or foamy.
Yeah, a little bit. It's different than a lot of other heads on beer of this color.
It smells great. It smells like it's like that kind of tropical citrus kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not too piney. A lot of hop heavy beers. I'm not a hop head. I want to point that out now. You are, but I'm not. And sometimes I can discriminate against very hoppy beers on accident. And this actually smells like, I don't know, it's Cascade hops usually I like the least. I prefer the more floral hop.
I like the citrusy.
Yeah, but this smells good.
Actually, I like them all. So, gonna dive in?
Absolutely.
Cheers. Nice.
Yeah.
It's like a mouthful of mango, tangerine, grapefruit.
Bitter, a little more bitter than I like.
Yeah.
The hops.
It's the hops are lingering. It's like that dry, bitter aftertaste.
Still there. Yeah.
Yeah, up front you get that citrus quality.
I like the beer better when it's in my mouth.
Yeah.
Once it's gone down, it's all hop.
So you like... Yeah, because when you drink a beer, there really is like 2 flavor components. Is when you're coming up front and then actually as you're finishing it, they can be like 2 totally different worlds.
Yeah. I'd even put a third step in because there's the beer when it's in your mouth. There's right after it leaves and it's sort of just kind of dripping down the inside a little bit. And then there's the, pure after effect.
Yeah. It has a lot of flavor.
That's for sure.
Yeah, the hops linger for a little bit, but not too long because, like I've had IPAs where you take one sip and it's just like, it's like a desert in your mouth.
Right.
It's not doing that on this one. It's like, it's dry for a little bit, but there seems to be like a malty sweetness component to this. I can't really put, it's almost confectionery.
Yes. Yes, I would agree with that analysis. There is a sweetness to this beer, and combined with the dryness and the bitterness, it does remind me a little bit of confectioner's sugar. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Very tasty. And highly drinkable, too. Like, there's no... It's not what I would consider a crisp beer. Like, as we said, like, it's not... It's completely flat, almost. But it doesn't crisp in your mouth,
The fruity sweetness makes it not crisp.
Right.
I think, and it's pleasant. It's different. I haven't had too many beers quite like this. A lot of the IPAs I have had, not exactly like this. This is different.
As it's warming now, it's starting to change from the citrus to a little bit more piney now. A little more resiny.
Yeah, I get the resin.
How would you describe the mouthfeel? I think it's about a medium body. It's not quite, it's soft in the mouth, but it's not super thick.
Yeah, medium. I mean, it's definitely not light. You know, it's heavier than some other beers, but
yeah,
I wouldn't say it's heavy.
This reminds me a lot of the Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale that I reviewed with Kevin around Christmas Eve. Very similar. This is like a very West Coast style beer with the citrus and the high drinkability. I really like this. I think I might even say 10, because this is what I consider an outstanding beer. Yeah, I'm gonna say 10.
Well, I hate to bring down your average. This is good, but like I say, I'm not a huge fan of hops, so I'm biased. I'm going to give this a 7. It's good. It's different. There's not a lot of IPAs that are going to break a 6 for me.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't drink a beer and give it a hate review for being hoppy by any means. I can appreciate it, but
you are on YouTube. You have a handle, but like you're just a user.
I just hang out. I am a YouTube user.
I've gotten people who said Henry should make video beer reviews. He knows this stuff.
Right. No, and I appreciate that. So thank you for your vote of confidence out there in the YouTube world.
They like your beer too. Just to wrap this up really quick, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 for Troegs Nugget Nectar. I can see why it gets an A on Beer Advocate and like a 99 on Rate Beer. Lots of flavor, high drinkability, and 7.5% is really not that big of a beer. I think anybody can drink this. You're saying...
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7, but I'm going to give it like a 7-point smiley face, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the aroma is amazing. The hoppiness is a little bit too much for me. It drives me out.
It is 93 IBUs.
Right. Although, like I said before, pairing this with a juicy... you know, shish kebab, something that's heavily spiced, curries, sweet curries, Southern Indian food, for instance, I think that this would be amazing. And I'd like to try that at some point. But for now, just as it stands, give it a 7.
That does it for this review. Thanks to Henry for coming out again. And we'll try to do this more often. It'd be cool if we could get Jay to come over, or Kevin, or all of us, you know.
We do a lightning round or something.
Yeah. Alright, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. And as always, don't forget to have an amount of it.
Whatever that means.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.